to Cooking Up to Harvest. I'm Kimberly Teitelbaum from Recipes for Success in partnership with the beautiful High Point Library. And now we're in the midst of our summer harvest. Summer's bounty is giving up the goodness right, left, and center. And so today, we're not going to be cooking up so much as we're going to be mixing up. And we're going to be working on salsa. Now, I didn't grow up eating salsa, but I'm making up for it now. And today we're going to make peach salsa. But I want to let you know that although we're working with peaches today, the very same recipe works just as well with mangoes or watermelon or other fruits that you might want to use. I even had one interesting at a baby shower last week that was made with pears. Now I thought that was really unusual, but it was a very subtle taste and the sweetness was just on the edge and paired up excuse the pun, it's paired up nicely with the jalapenos and the tomatoes in such an amazing way. It was just delicious. So this is the time to be making our fruit salsas. I want to say one other thing. Salsas are not just to be used with chips, okay? Although it's you can't beat salsa and chip for a great snack. But it just makes a great side dish by itself. I had pork chops, grilled pork chops the other night. Made it with had a little pasta salad, and then I was trying to think of another side dish, and I had a huge amount of salsa already made up in my fridge. What a beautiful plate it made up, and the flavors complemented it beautifully. All right, so we're gonna start off. I've done all the chopping in advance. Now we start off, in my case, with a fruit. Now, you can use fresh peaches or even canned. There's no shame in using canned peaches if you're in the yin and you don't have it. But if you use canned peaches, use the kind that are no sugar added. The trick of this is not to make a dessert out of it, and peaches are pretty sweet this time of year, just naturally. So we've got our peaches. And I took 2 small tomatoes, or 1 large, and put it in. Now these are just regular vine tomatoes. I don't know what they are, but this year my Roma tomatoes are just doing fabulous. And I especially love Roma tomatoes or other what they call sauce tomatoes for a salsa. The reason why? They're not all juice. They have a lot of good meat to them. And that's what you want, is a lot of meat, not too much juice for a salsa. Now, onions. You gotta have, just look how gorgeous that is. Now you gotta have some bite to a salsa. Now, you can use either a whole onion or a regular onion. This is a Vidalia. I can't get enough Vidalia, I love them. But, some people prefer the bite of a nice Spanish red onion. I like the delicacy of green onion, so that's what I'm adding to this. It's just a little bit of green onion. Now, I've already got some lovely red and yellow going on. I wanted to get some orange bell peppers, but you know what? Didn't have them today. They just had these minis, and I love getting these mini bell peppers. You can get these. Sometimes you just need a couple of tablespoons or a 1/4 cup of pepper. And that's what about these chop up to each. And there's nothing worse than using half a bell pepper and then wrapping it up and putting it in the fridge and then forgetting about it. And you come back 3 days later and it's lost its punch. It's lost a lot of its flavor, and it's lost the crunchiness. So I like the small peppers when I can get them. So I'm adding just some lovely, lovely peppers to this. And then jalapenos. I'm not a super fan of heat. And did you know with jalapenos, look at that lovely green color. With jalapenos, the heat is not in the fleshy part of the plant, it's in the seeds. So I take care not to put too many seeds, just a few seeds in my salsa. Now, if you like the heat, add more. You can certainly do that. I just choose not to. You can always add more if you like. And then finally, we add a little bit of lime juice. Now, I don't have a lime reamer here. I usually keep one at the house, but you want to get a lot of good lime juice. Here's the trick. Lean and roll on your lime. And it helps if they're at room temperature rather than cold. When you get it kind of squished up a little bit, you just you cut it in two. Try not to cut your fingers. And then you take a fork and you just squeeze and turn. And oh, this smells wonderful. I love. Now I prefer lime in my salsa. I know some people don't. Now you add salt and pepper if you like. Now I don't really think this needs a little salt and pepper. It's nothing but wonderful, rich summer flavors right here. It just doesn't need any more. But you can add it if your day is not complete with without salt, then you just go ahead and dive in and add your salt. Forgive me if I don't do it. But this makes about 3 cups of salsa. And it keeps for about 2 days in your refrigerator. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't last at my house. And so if you want to, grab your chip, dig in, and I like to get all the flavors at once in. This is the taste of summer. Go out in your garden or go to the farmer's market, get yourself some fruit, some onions, some peppers, and some tomatoes, and make yourself a big batch of this. You'll be glad you did. And send me pictures of whatever you make.